So I'm back in Elite Dangerous after quite a long time away, and I've been steadily making my way over to Colonia. And I say steadily because I've not played it for quite a few months really, just jumping in and out quickly, but not really playing it in any serious way. So I mentioned on the Recentered podcast, actually, I've sort of got bored with this travelling over to Colonia. I had this idea of I'm going to collect a load of exploration data and then sell it when I get to Colonia, but I completely misjudged exactly how far Colonia is. It's a massive distance, but I'm currently just 3 jumps away, so I thought I'd just make a quick video about these last few jumps, and hopefully I'll burst into tears when we arrive at Colonia, because that will make for a good video. I don't expect it will happen, but I think I'm gonna, when I get there, I'm gonna just stay around Colonia for a while and probably do a few missions. I think there's some engineers and stuff like that you can unlock around the Colonia area. I don't honestly know too much about it. I assume, there's obviously human life there, so you can do various missions and things like that, but I'm not too sure what else. But I'm currently playing on my Quest 2 with Wired Link, and I actually went back in because I've just upgraded my CPU as well. So I've got the Ryzen 7 5800X 3D now, which has been an upgrade over my 5600X, which I previously had. I just upgraded yesterday, and I've not noticed a huge amount of difference, but I've not done a lot of benchmarking. And in fact, in the Quest 2, I've not done a lot of benchmarking anyway, so the comparison will probably be a little bit difficult into how much of an improvement it is. But in Elite Dangerous, there's not a lot of improvement that I've noticed, but it ran pretty well anyway. Of course, I am playing Odyssey now because Horizons has gone over to the 4.0 as well, so you can still play the legacy version of Horizons, but your progress won't carry on through both versions. So any progress you made in making the legacy versions won't carry through to the new version, so I'm sort of being forced to play the new version. But performance, it's difficult really, because I am only in space at the moment, so we'll see when I land at a station in Colonia how performance will be affected. But at the moment I've been tweaking settings to get it running pretty good, and I'll probably make another video actually on sort of dialing in settings on the Quest 2, because I'm using Wired Link rather than Air Link, and I probably will continue to do that. But I'm generally using a variation of VR Medium. I'm increasing the HMD quality to 1.25, keeping super sampling at 1.0, and then changing a few other little settings here and there as well. But at the moment it's running really well in the Quest 2. We'll see what it does in stations. I predict that it will start to reproject in stations. But anyway, here we are. This has been a mammoth journey, and I didn't do as much exploration as I planned. And I did stop at a few planets. I have sort of explored a few full systems. I don't know if I've got my name on any planets or anything. I assume I have, but I didn't really pay too much attention. And as I mentioned, it's been a long time since I last played, but let's do it. Let's do this final jump to Colonia. Hopefully my emotions will take over, and you're going to see me break down in VR here. I'm just glad to get it. I'm not making the journey back, by the way. I am going to catch a lift on a fleet carrier to get back to the bubble. So there's the star. So yeah, I'll probably make a few videos on the 5800X 3D. Probably a few performance test videos just using the Quest 2 either in Wired Link. Wow, here we are, there's the music, because this is my final jump. But yeah, I will do some performance tests. Now I'm using the Quest 2 exclusively. I want to jump into some performance stuff with the Wired Link and Air Link. So, finally, thank God. I'll be honest, like, the journey has got a little bit mind-numbing at times coming here. I've had sort of podcasts and YouTube videos playing, and the cockpit as I make my way here. But we're finally here. Let's have a quick look at the system map. Okay, look at this. So we're getting a little bit of jump in performance actually on the... where shall we go? So we've got all of these. Let's find an actual decent station. Let's go to this one. I tell you, it's been so long since since I've actually played this, other than just jumping from system to system and a bit of exploration, that I can't even remember. Let's head towards it. I can't even remember the process of docking and stuff like that. God, I'm so out of practice with this now. But now I'm here, I should be able to jump in and play a lot more Elite Dangerous, I think. So we're approaching the station now. I'll just take a little bit of a wide berth around the planet, so it doesn't slow us down too much. Well, it might be this side of the planet anyway, difficult to tell, but slow down a little bit. And I'm really grateful to have made it here actually. It has been a long journey, and taken a little bit of my enthusiasm for the game away during that time, only because I wanted to do it. It's something that I've always wanted to do, but it does get a little bit boring after a while, unless you really enjoy that exploration and sort of the solitude. And I do enjoy that for a while, but this has been a mammoth journey, and there's plenty other big journeys that you can make. I'd love to go to Sagittarius A sometime as well. Okay, let's disengage. Odyssey still has that major issue where you come out of Super Cruise and you get all these weird artifacts appear. Oh, battery is low. I've been playing a while on the Quest 2, so it is using wide link, but it still drains as I'm playing. So I've been in here for quite a while, to be honest. So that's why. But let's see if we can get docked before the battery completely fails. Okay, we'll let the auto dock take over, and I'll take in the sights. So we've finally got some more ships to look at, some more stuff to do. So I don't know if anybody else has made this journey who's watching this video, but let me know what you think. How do you sort of pass the time? I know exploration can be a big deal for some people, and I'm glad I've done it. And I should have a fair bit of exploration data to sell, and also I should have gone up a few ranks on my exploration as well. So I don't want to say I regret doing it, but it's definitely been a bit of a chore at times. You forget how big these stations are. It's been so long since I've docked at a station. So far it's still performing pretty well. Oh, a little bit of reprojection. I'll probably look into this a little bit more another time. As I mentioned, I've only... Oh, brilliant. Thank you for that. So we just collided with a mail slot as we went through there on auto dock. Thank you. I think we need a few repairs anyway. A few stutters. Yeah, I probably need to lower settings down a little bit. See, are we in reprojection? Can test it. Yeah, we are in sort of jumping in and out of reprojection, it looks like. Oh, thank God. We're here. Arrived at Colonia. Okay. Yeah. performance has gone down a little bit, so we need to sort that out. But I'll get onto that. I'll tweak things a little bit further. It's not a terrible performance, but I could probably dial it in a little bit better. And this is one of the things I don't really like about the Quest 2 playing either wide link or air link. It does take a lot more out of your system. It seems to anyway. So when I played with the Valve Index, it was a lot easier to dial in performance, but you know, this is what I'm stuck with for now, and hopefully I'll get another native PC VR headset at some point in the future, because I think that's the route I need to go to really get the most out of this title, which is still one of my favourite titles to play. So, but that's pretty much it for this video. I've arrived at Colonia. I'm hoping to make some more videos over the next few weeks and stuff, rather than just posting the podcast. But it all depends really on my work schedule and things like that. But you can always catch us on the Recentered podcast every 2 weeks on this channel or on the audio podcast platforms as well. So you can always keep up with what I'm up to and what the rest of us are up to on that podcast there. But thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.
If you'd like to support the channel, then there are numerous ways to do so listed in the description, like heading over to the merch store and picking up an Immersed robot mug or any other item arbitrarily featuring the channel logo. As always, link is in the description to this video.